Today, we honor Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., a trailblazer and advocate for nonviolent activism during the civil rights movement.
It is a moment to reflect on one of the most turbulent periods of American history and to assess how far we've come. Dr. Clarence B. Jones was a draft speechwriter and personal counsel to Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., and we are lucky enough to have him with us right now. Dr. Jones, thank you so much for joining us. You were the one who smuggled Dr. King's letter from Birmingham jail out of the facility to get it published. For context, it was his response to 8 white clergymen condemning him for protesting Jim Crow laws in this city. Remind us, why was that letter so significant at the time?
Well, it was significant because he was responding to a full-page ad that had been taken out in the Montgomery major newspaper, signed by, I don't know, 8 to 10 clergymen, in which they were condemning him and criticizing him for being in Birmingham, Alabama. The letter was written over a period of 5 days, and I came in to see him twice a day. So what happened is that I would bring blank sheets of paper under my shirt, and I would give him blank sheets of paper, and then I would take it out for somebody to type it.
You certainly had many things to be concerned with. Something that people may not know is you also helped Dr. King draft his famous "I Have a Dream" speech that he delivered during the March on Washington in 1963. What do you think about where we are today, Dr. Jones, in terms of race relations and that dream?
There's no question we've made progress, but the real question is that America changed as a result of the leadership of Dr. King, John Lewis, Andy Young, et cetera, and really transforming America and getting President Lyndon Johnson to enact the 1964 and 1965 Civil Rights Act, and then subsequently the 1968 Civil Rights. Where we are today is that we're still on a unfulfilled dream. But what is important, as I reflect back, and I wonder, really, I'm so glad that you gave me the opportunity to come and talk, because what is overlooked is that we were able to achieve what we were able to achieve because of an alliance between ourselves, constituting 12 to 14% of the population, and the American Jewish community, which I don't know, I estimate was 4 to 5% of the population. We would not have been able to achieve what we achieved had it not been for the alliance between the African American community and the Jewish community. Could not have been done.
Right. We only have a few seconds here, but we want to talk about your memoir where you recount pivotal moments from the civil rights era. It comes out in just a couple of months. Very quickly, what is your primary message to the future generation of leaders?
We have to have hope. We have to have hope, but we also have to have a sense of a realism. And one of the things that most concerns me, and I write about it in my memoirs, is what I call, and I know people are not going to like what I say, but I'm just going to say it, is what I call the black killing fields that are taking place as a result of gun violence. It's the blood as a result taking place from gun violence in most of our major cities, particularly black on black crime. It is obscene, absolutely obscene.
Your voice then, your voice now on this Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Dr. Clarence B. Jones, really important insight. We so appreciate your time. Thank you very much for being with us.
No, thank you for inviting me.